Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be seeing a Bulldog machine in Valhub. We are going to be solving that CDF. So to download the machine, just open your browser and go to Valhub, and and go in there, open the first link, this the www.valhub.com, and search for Bulldog, and you probably get two results. This is the thing we are going to be solving, and in next video we are going to be solving this one. This is a bit tough, so let's open this, and you can download via torrent, mirror, or direct download via Dropbox. I hope this link does not work. I think Dropbox error, the file has been removed, I think so, and the mirror was fast for me. And if you are torrent lover, and you can download from torrent, and this is hash. Please make sure you compare them, so that you are making the right download, or else it might be a malware attached file. So after downloading Bulldog 1, you need to take the image and just double click it, the OVA extension, and before that you need have VirtualBox. For downloading VirtualBox, you need just to go VirtualBox download, or Oracle VMware VirtualBox. So by going here and go to downloads and just download here for any operating system. For me it's Windows, so I have already downloaded and ran it. So and also you need the extension pack of it. You can just Google it and find the extension pack. So after downloading it, and we need to just double click the OVA file and it will just import it. And let us start the Bulldog machine. We don't know the password or the username. We need to get into the machine, so that today we are going to be using Kali Linux. In your case, you might even use Parrot Security or even Windows. Usually Windows is not good for that, but using Windows does not make you a noob, right? So you can even use Windows if you know the procedure. For me, I use Kali Linux, so let me boot it up. For downloading Kali Linux, let me make a video next. Comment below which one should I make first, Bulldog 2 or how to set up Kali Linux. So and let me go to full screen, and before that let's see Bulldog. We got the IP address over here, 10.0.2.18, and also I forgot one thing. If you go to Bulldog VirtualBox and just right click on it and go to settings and go to network and select on not network, it will be default to bridge adapter. Anything will be okay. Just you need to get the IP address, nothing else. It's your own preference. We know the IP, it is 10.0.2.18. So let's go to full screen mode and root and my password, and it loaded up, and we will wait for some time. The auto start problem is still there, I don't know. Let me close it up and just go to the terminal, and let me zoom in a bit. So ls and cd1 hub Bulldog 1 clear, and ls I have the nmap results over here. So what is nmap? Actually, nmap is a program to scan for open ports in a machine or a server. Actually, you need to do this for the machines you have permission for, not for any other machines online, because you will get arrested if you do that. Just simple. I want to just mention. So for doing a quick nmap scan, you need to type nmap and tag sc, tag sv, tag a for aggressive scan, and I already have the results, so no need to for an on. So and then you can just mention the IP 10.0.2.8. okay, and if you click on enter, it will load up. It need to scan, right? It will take some time. So yeah, by the time I can explain a bit about Nmap. So what is open ports is, open ports is basically services running on that machine, like FTP server or Samba server, or even a website. So yeah, let me first look up for any websites are running on the vulnerable or not. So for that, 10.0.2. Okay, just need to type the IP of that and press an enter. Refusing connections, I don't know why. Okay, actually I was doing Bulldog 2, just testing that, so I used burp shoot and 10.0.2.18, and yeah. So when you type of IP, we get that website, local website here, and yeah, we got our Nmap results. Let me, yeah. So here SSH, basically SSH is a secure shell. What is actually is that means we can remotely access the computer via SSH. Just we need to type the IP and the password, username and password, and we can use the terminal or the command prompt, actually. Yeah, so you can do like open files, read files, and do everything. So yeah, and also we have two ports open, two or web servers, I think. Yeah, HTTP servers. Yeah, both are same. So and we go here and go to the public notice, and it says that to our valued customers, on the 1st of this month our technical analyst discovered a breach of our payment card systems. So yeah, it is a the hackers hacked this machine actually, the backstory actually for this. And when we view this page source, actually the coding, the code of this page, nothing interesting is there, just the plain text. And when we go here and view page source, the same thing, nothing special. So let us try for a login page so that we can just brute force the credentials and get in. So let us go for a login. No, there's no directory over there, or even sign up. Actually sign up. Okay. So there is not any subdirectories like login page or a sign up page. That might be even hidden for the normal users. To get that thing, in the terminal, we are going to be using GoBuster. You can also use Derb, but it's a bit slow thing. So let me use GoBuster, and before that, let me go into the word list directory over there. So yeah, and word list is actually the list of passwords, username, and thing. You can just use in cinemas you might have seen that many usernames and password combination will be tried, and you'll get the password and username right. So it's called as a word list. I have many word lists here, and you can also get them. I might put links here. And again, don't use and take advantage of it. Just use it to test your own system security and not the systems which you don't have permission to. So yeah, and let me run GoBuster in directory mode, because I need to find a directories that is like login page, sign up page, so those things. So let me tag you for mentioning the URL. So let me copy it and just paste it. Yeah, it's a HTTP thing. So okay, and tag W for mentioning the word list to check up for. So in my case it's big.txt. So let me press enter, and it will try different combinations. It's there 20,471, and they will surely found that it will find some. So yeah, that's an admin thing, and it's interesting, and that is because admin is the administration. It's administration. So yeah, it's a full short form of administration page. Let us just copy and go in there. Okay. Oh, sorry. Quickly log out. Yeah, actually I did this mission yesterday night. So yeah, and when we go to admin page, you'll get an username and password. We don't know the username and password. This is totally unusable. Totally it's a waste thing for now. So yeah, and okay, it found an DV. It might be the list of developers working on the company, maybe, I don't know. So let us paste it. Yeah, under development. Okay, it's not the developers page or anything, it's under development. That means that this page is getting coded, it's not yet released. So we can see some, okay, there is some mail IDs, email IDs, a fake one, just for this purpose. Okay, this is interesting. We can try Alan and the username and password. Okay, that's fine. And there's a web shell. Okay, please authenticate it with the server to use the web shell. Okay, we need to actually sign in so that we can use this thing. So let us just view the page. So is there anything interesting? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we found the email ID and hash. In the last video of the cracking that what's the invitation challenge, we found a hash, right? A hash is an encrypted type text thing, so it might contain password of these email IDs, maybe, I don't know. So let us find what is the type of hash. So I mentioned in the last video that you can, if you're using Linux, you can just find what type of hash it is without googling it. So we can just try it from the last to first, because just for thing, nothing else. You can do in any order. So let us copy that, and okay, robots.txt, and before that let us just crack the hash, like find what type of hash it is, so it will be useful, right? So let us go for hash identifier. It's a program, it's a pre-installed program in Kali Linux, and just click on enter, and it's asking for the hash. Let us paste it and click on enter. So yeah, possible hashes are SHA-1 and MySQL 5. This is not the common one, so I think it should be SHA-1. So let us go for a SHA-1 decrypt. We can just use any website. I'm using this thing because I visited yesterday and it was working bit good. So let us wait for some time to load the website. I don't know why it's slow. Hash toolkit, and there are many websites actually. You can use anything. Okay, fine. Okay, it's loading. Yeah, this is the decode and it is the encryption, so we need to decode. So we can just paste the hash and decode. Okay. Good animation. Okay, it decrypted, and the password, it might be the password basically, because it's a bulldog lover and something, it should be the password, right? So let us copy the value and go here. And wait, did you remember the admin thing where you have a login page? So yeah, basically we can go there. Yeah, it's asking for the username, and the username should be Sarah. Okay, let's copy that and just paste it, and okay, and also paste the password and click on login. Okay, we have logged in with Sarah's credentials. So let us view the page. So is there anything interesting out there? You don't have permission to edit anything. Okay, actually what happened here is we actually went into the website, right? So we might unlock the web shell thing. Let us go here and refresh the page. Yeah, we are logged in. Okay, super, this is good. So let us list all the files. Actually these are the limited commands we can use. Let us use ls for list all the files here. It's bulldog db schoollight 3 managed by. Okay, let us. Is there cd available? Shit, no. Okay, let us use ls at home. Okay, yeah, bulldog admin file is there, so ls bulldog admin. Okay, server error, fine. I don't know why, and that is because we did not use. Okay, still fine. Okay, ls and ls. I don't know why is this happening. Doing anything. So let me clear up the screen, and we have a SSH open, right? Yeah, the SSH is a port, so we can just try with the same password bulldog lover and with the username Sarah. Maybe we can try SSH tag p23 because the normal ports won't. The tag p means the particular port, so we can. Okay, I don't know. Fine. So yeah, and we can use Sarah. Is that Sarah? Yes. Yeah, at 10.0.2.18, and Sarah's password, it usually be bulldog lover. Is that the right password? Okay, it's not the right password. Maybe I typed it wrong, so let us try it again. Nope, it's not the right password, so let us quit. And so yeah, that wasn't the SSH password, so let us go again here, and web shell, yes. So yeah, nothing special here, so let us try slash home and bulldog admin again. So yes, okay, root. Okay, root is there, but we cannot access it probably because this is an we are not authorized to do that, so we should not waste time there. Hidden admin directory, super name, we need to look up there, obviously, because it is hidden. I don't know, but sudo as admin successful, I don't know, many things are there. First let us go hidden admin directory. I don't know why it's hidden, because it might contain anything special over there, so we can use cat at home bulldog admin, and let us. Oh, server error, I don't know why. Okay, we should not. Okay, let us look up what's inside this thing first. ls tag al slash home slash bulldog admin and slash dot hidden admin directory. Okay, there's a note, and before that, what is custom permission app? I don't know that, so let us look at cat slash home hidden admin directory and slash note. Nick, I'm working on backend permission stuff. Listen, it's super prototype. Okay, there's nothing. Is there any password? Okay, let us try with that. What is that? I don't know. ls getmin and so let's look up this custom permission app. Copy. Tag L and let us read what's inside. So we need to use cat and okay. Fine. Okay, nothing special. So let us do ls and strings to see is there anything there. So home bulldog admin directory and hope this works because and okay, hope it works. Okay, fine. Now we are getting something db manage. So yeah, after we enter that we got the information faithfully. So yeah, there is a directory. Okay, some words can't get. Okay, wait, super alt. What's the super ultimate password you can't get? What is that? Is that super ultimate password you can't get? Okay, interesting. So let us once again try to log in with that password. So let us sh into that. Okay, let's copy that and once again try it. And we found that in the note thing, note file, there was a Nick username. So let us try with Nick instead of Sarah. So yeah, SSH into it. Then next password, let's paste that. Okay, it didn't work. Admin at and we can just paste. Okay, then it should be the Django because it was the Django's administration, so it might be a username. So let us, before that we can just look up here, is there anything Django? Okay, there's not there, but so yeah, we can again try it. Django at 10.0.2.80 and we can try. So yeah, it worked. So finally we got that. So let us list all the files. So yeah, we can again try with we can just log in, change the directory to roots cd. Okay, the permission is delaying, so let us do sudo and sudo's password. Okay, sudo sudo to get Yeah. Oh, okay, it worked. So so simple. So yeah, let us list cd. Okay, we are actually in root, so home. Okay, let us just go to the normal roots directory. So we are at root, so let us list the files. Okay, we got the flag. So okay, congratulations complete. Yeah, we got the flag. So actually what I did is we need to use the sudo su to change to root. Actually the root didn't have any password, I think so, because it just got there. Sudo su. Yeah, we actually it's not asking for password. Usually it will ask the password for one the user, the Django, or it should ask the password for the root, but it didn't ask, so it was easy one. And again the cat and congrats. So there is two ways to get in actually. Yeah, we followed the one way. Actually there is another way, but if I do the another way too, the video will be too long, so I won't be doing it in this video. If you really wanted me to do it, just comment below. So let us try. So that's it. And yeah, and tell that how was going, and whether this video is useful and you gain some knowledge. So yeah, if you like the video, make sure to give a thumbs up, and if you're first time here, please subscribe to my channel. And once again, let us meet up in another video, and until then, bye.